Hi, and welcome back to VFX for Indies. I'm Paul DeNigris. I'm the CEO and founder of VFX shop Foxtrot X-Ray, and we provide visual effects and mentorship to independent filmmakers and creators. In this video, we're talking about the top 5 most common VFX mistakes and how to avoid them. Visual effects is an incredibly powerful tool, but even small mistakes can pull your audience out of the story. The good news is, with the right approach, these pitfalls are easy to avoid. Let's explore what they are and how you can steer clear of them on your next project. The first mistake we see far too often is a lack of planning. This is one of the most crucial stages in VFX, yet it's often overlooked or rushed. When you don't plan your VFX sequences early, you're likely to end up with rushed decisions and higher costs. Without proper planning, you might find yourself trying to fix things in post-production that could have been addressed on set or in camera. So how do you avoid that? It's simple. Engage your VFX team during the pre-production phase. They'll help map out every effects-heavy scene so nothing comes as a surprise. Start by identifying where VFX will be needed and develop a comprehensive plan. This can be done right in the script, but storyboards and more detailed pre-visualization are even better. We'll talk more about Previs coming up. In any case, by having your VFX team involved early, you can ensure that everything from the budget to the timeline is aligned, and you'll avoid scrambling to fix mistakes later on. Your VFX team can also make suggestions on how best to shoot certain scenes, or can recommend cost-saving alternatives so you can use your VFX budget wisely on the biggest and most important shots. The second common mistake is inconsistent lighting and shadows. VFX thrives on believability, and lighting is one of the easiest ways to break the illusion. If your digital elements have inconsistent lighting with the live action footage, they'll stand out like a sore thumb. It can make your scene feel unnatural, and it draws the viewer's attention to the fact that what they're seeing is fake. To avoid this, you need to ensure that the lighting of your digital elements matches the on-set lighting as closely as possible. One of the best ways to achieve this is to shoot what's called a light probe that uses HDRI, high dynamic range imaging. An HDRI light probe can be shot with a chrome ball or with a 360-degree camera. Either approach allows you to capture the full lighting environment on set, including the exact lighting conditions and color temperature. This data can then be applied to your CG elements, ensuring they look like they belong in the same world. Color charts are also helpful to capture because they help the VFX artists see how the camera is reproducing a known range of colors. By matching the lighting and color precisely, your VFX will feel like a natural extension of your live action footage, making the scene much more believable. The third most common VFX mistake is over-reliance on VFX. While visual effects can achieve incredible things, overusing them can actually work against your film. Too much reliance on digital effects can make your film feel artificial. The audience may become distracted by the effects and lose focus on the story. Avoid this by blending practical effects with VFX whenever possible. Practical effects can add a tangible sense of reality, grounding the scene. Use VFX to enhance those practical elements rather than letting digital effects dominate the scene. This balance creates more realistic visuals and keeps the audience immersed in the story. A great example is using practical explosions or pyrotechnics and then enhancing them with digital debris or fire elements in post-production. Of course, make sure you're doing that kind of stuff under the supervision of professionals. The result is you'll get a more grounded and realistic scene that still delivers the wow factor without jolting the viewer out of the story. Mistake number 4 is poor integration with live action. This can be one of the most jarring problems in VFX and can completely pull the viewer out of the film. If your VFX elements don't seamlessly blend with the live action footage, whether it's due to mismatched scale, perspective, motion, or even just film grain, they'll look out of place. The solution here is to pay close attention to the details and make sure that everything works together cohesively. For instance, if your actor is interacting with a CGI object, ensure you apply the proper scale, perspective, motion, and lighting in your renders and comps so that all shadows, reflections, and physical reactions align perfectly with the practical plate. If the camera is moving, placing markers in the scene can help guide the VFX team in post-production to match the real-world environment. This ensures that your VFX elements feel like they're part of the physical world rather than floating in a different dimension. And adding what are called witness cameras, smaller cameras that have a wider view of the action or even a 360 perspective, can help with tracking when adding extensive CG elements. You'll see these inexpensive handycams all over the set in Marvel movie behind the scenes footage, for example. Those are witness cams specifically used by the VFX team to line everything up. Finally, mistake number 5 is ignoring the importance of previs. That's pre-visualization. Skipping this step can lead to confusion, inefficiencies, and even costly mistakes during production. Previs allows you to plan and pre-visualize your complex VFX shots before production begins. It provides a clear blueprint for how the final shot should look, helping both the director and the VFX team get on the same page. By investing time in previs, you avoid the costly trial and error approach during shooting and during post. Previs can help you refine your approach and identify potential issues early on, saving you both time and money in the long run. More complex VFX shows also make use of a specialized form of previs called TechViz, which enables them to lay out camera and lighting equipment, dolly tracks, camera cranes, special rigging, and more in 3D, all before the crew gets to set. So to recap, avoid these 5 common VFX mistakes by planning early, ensuring consistent lighting, blending practical effects with VFX, working to make sure VFX integrates seamlessly with live action, and investing in previs. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the world of visual effects. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep creating, and we'll see you in the next video. For Foxtrot X-Ray and VFX for Indies, I'm Paul DeNigris. Thanks for watching.